My sister humiliated me at my wedding. Then she discovered who paid for everything. I knew my wedding day was going to be unforgettable, but I never imagined my own sister would be the reason everyone would remember it. 3 hours before the ceremony, I was standing in my parents' bedroom getting ready when Vanessa walked in wearing a dress almost identical to mine. She smiled and said, "I thought we could look like twins." I immediately knew she wasn't joking. Vanessa had always competed with me, but I had never allowed it to ruin our relationship. She was my younger sister, and despite everything, I loved her. So I simply smiled and continued getting ready. What I didn't know was that she had been planning something much worse. During the reception, just as my husband and I were about to cut the cake, Vanessa walked onto the stage and asked for everyone's attention. She held a microphone in one hand and a folder in the other. "Before everyone celebrates this marriage," she announced, "I think people deserve to know the truth about my sister." The room became silent. My husband looked confused. My parents exchanged nervous glances. Vanessa opened the folder and claimed that I had secretly borrowed money from several relatives to pay for the wedding, then lied about being financially responsible. She said I had manipulated everyone into believing I could afford the celebration. People began whispering. I was stunned. I knew exactly what she was trying to do. She wanted to embarrass me in front of my husband's family. But she had made one mistake. She had assumed nobody would check the facts. I calmly walked onto the stage and asked her one question. "Are you sure you want to do this?" She smiled. "Absolutely." I nodded and took the microphone. "Then let's tell the whole truth." I explained that I had personally paid for the wedding, but I didn't stop there. I told everyone that for the past 4 years, I had also been secretly paying our parents' mortgage after my father lost his job. I had never told anyone because I didn't want praise. Vanessa looked shocked. Then my husband stepped forward and revealed something she didn't know. He had known about my financial support for my parents for years. In fact, he had helped me with some of the payments. Vanessa's face turned pale, but she wasn't finished. She accused me of lying and claimed she had bank statements proving otherwise. She handed the papers to my father. He looked at them for several seconds before shaking his head. "These aren't your sister's accounts," he said. "They're yours." The room went completely silent. Vanessa had accidentally exposed her own financial problems. The statements showed that she had borrowed money from several relatives and had never repaid them. She had created a story about me because she was afraid people would discover the truth about her. My mother started crying. "Vanessa, why?" she asked. Vanessa finally broke down. She admitted she had been jealous of me since we were children. She believed I was always the favorite because our parents trusted me more. She thought ruining my wedding would finally make everyone see me differently. Instead, she had exposed herself. I didn't celebrate her humiliation. I simply told her that jealousy had cost her something far more valuable than money, the trust of the people who loved her. After the wedding, I stopped speaking to Vanessa for several months. My parents tried to repair the relationship, but I told them forgiveness couldn't be forced. Eventually, Vanessa came to my home and apologized without excuses. She admitted she needed help and had been too ashamed to ask for it. That was the first time I saw my sister differently. Not as my rival, but as someone who had allowed insecurity to control her choices. I eventually forgave her, but I made one condition. No more secrets, no more competition, and no more trying to tear each other down. Years later, we're not as close as we were when we were children, but we're better than we were that wedding day. I learned that family jealousy can become dangerous when people refuse to confront it. And sometimes, the best revenge isn't embarrassing the person who tried to embarrass you. It's standing calmly in the truth and letting their own actions reveal who they really are. Never destroy yourself trying to prove that you're better than someone else. Build your life, protect your peace, and let your character speak when the noise finally dies down.